What up? This is Swayze, and before I get into the video, I have to ask you guys this question. Why are people on my timeline complaining about fireworks going off in the hood? Like, you live in the hood. What do you expect? Now that I got that off my chest, it looks like an article was released from New York Daily News around 2 days ago. And it reads, ex-convict was likely the trigger man in murder of up-and-coming Brooklyn rapper Nick Blixy. Now it reads, an ex-convict who previously did a stint in prison for attempted murder tops the list of suspects in last month's shooting death of Brooklyn rapper Nick Blixy, according to court papers filed Thursday. NYPD investigators says Khalif Glean, 28, was likely the triggerman who blasted the 21-year-old Nick Blixy in the upper body and back as the young rapper stood on Winthrop Street near Rogers Ave in Prospect Lefferts Gardens on May 10th. Now, I want you guys to pay attention because this is when things get a little spooky. According to video surveillance gathered by cops, Glean even dapped Nick Blixy up moments before the shooting started, police said in court papers. Quote, there is probable cause to believe that the individual who shot and killed Thompson is Glean, end quote, wrote an NYPD officer in documents filed Thursday. The investigation into Glean came together based on extensive video surveillance recovered from near the scene, which shows the alleged shooter wearing a blue bandana, a hoodie with a pattern on it, bronze foamposite shoes, and a big gold ring on his left hand ring finger, according to the feds. Now, I found this piece very interesting, how they said the alleged shooter was wearing a blue bandana, because if you know, the Choos, who Nick Blixy was affiliated with, are folks, and they are beefing with the Woos, who consist of Crips and Bloods. Just wanted to give you guys that little tidbit, but let's continue reading. But the most damning detail was the globe tattoo visible on the shooter's left arm. The tat matches photos and descriptions of Glean, who has been charged with illegal possession of ammunition in the case, the authorities said. 10 minutes before the killing, the man authorities believed is Glean was caught on surveillance camera in a deli near the murder scene buying a drink, and his distinctive globe tattoo could be seen, according to the complaint filed against him. A witness told NYPD that they saw a man approach Nick Blixy moments before his death, and the two men greet one another, according to investigators. Another witness down the block heard the gunshots and saw a man wearing a hoodie and a blue bandana running away from the scene and hop on a getaway dirt bike that was driven up by an unknown person, according to the feds. I want you guys to pay attention to that. Video footage also captured the last moments of Nick Blixy's life, authorities said. Glean approached Thompson and briefly touched hands with Thompson. Glean backed up a few steps, pulled out a firearm, and shot at Thompson multiple times, according to the complaint. So what they're saying is this Khalif Glean guy knew Nick Blixy. He knew who he was. He knew him enough to where he could get close to him and dap him up. So did Nick Blixy get hit by one of his boys? I'm honestly confused at this point, but let's continue reading. Roughly 10 minutes after the murder, video surveillance captured the man believed to be the shooter entering a building at 800 Eastern Parkway, where Glean lives, according to prosecutors. Glean had been out on parole since October after serving just over 4 years on an attempted murder conviction. The 9mm Luger caliber ammunition that Glean is accused of possessing matches the shell casings found at the scene of Nick Blixy's death, investigators say. Wow. So that's it. They found the smoking gun, if you ask me, the same 9mm Luger caliber that Khalif Glean is accused of possessing matches the shell casings that was found near Nick Blicky's body. Well, that's a wrap, folks. They got him. And my question is this. Do you guys think that Pop Smoke's murder would have been solved by now if he would have been killed in New York? Because the Brooklyn DA did a hell of a job when it came to Nick Blicky's death. Do you think the LAPD just don't really give a fuck like that? Let me know how you feel. But if you liked the video, don't forget to share, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. We are on our way to 20K. So make sure you hit that notification button. But I'm off this.
Fuck the rotation. We just finished facing. We're half on the O, and niggas still blazing. Man, fuck the rotation. We just finished facing.